All right, let's jump right in. Today, we're going to take a look at some of the most mind-blowing tech on the planet. I mean, we're talking about everything from innovations that can change a single person's life to ones that could change the entire future of humanity.
So how do you even begin to talk about this stuff? Well, think of it like we're climbing a ladder of innovation. We're going to start at the most personal level, with technology that is literally changing what it means to be human.
First up, we're looking at how tech is connecting directly with the human body. And not just to help out, but to actually restore and, well, even upgrade our own natural abilities.
This question right here, I mean, for decades, this was pure sci-fi, something you'd see in a movie, but it's not anymore. It's really happening, all thanks to this incredible piece of tech called Neuralink. Okay, so what is Neuralink? For about 10 grand, they surgically implant this tiny computer chip right into your brain. It's a wild procedure, but it's letting people like Nolan, who is paralyzed from the neck down, reconnect with the world in ways he probably never thought possible again.
And this is where things get just wow. Nolan can now play video games, he can move a computer cursor, he can send text messages, all just by thinking about it. Let that sink in for a second. The chip is actually reading the signals in his brain and turning them into commands on a screen. It's a direct link from mind to machine.
Okay, so that's the brain. But this human-machine connection, it isn't stopping there. Let's switch from the mind to the body. Meet Kai. He's 12, and for him, a new $25,000 bionic arm is opening up a whole new world.
And look, this is way more than just a regular prosthetic. The arm is lined with these amazing sensors that can actually read his nerve signals. So he can control the hand with his thoughts, just like it was a part of him. He can flex his fingers, pick things up. It's just an unbelievable piece of engineering.
So we've seen how this tech can totally transform one person's life, right? Now, let's scale that up. What happens when you apply that kind of thinking to something we all deal with every day? Just getting around.
So to really show what this could mean, they set up a race. A $150,000 flying car versus a totally normal car. The goal was pretty simple. Who gets to work faster?
And this really breaks down the key difference, right? The regular car is stuck on the ground. You've got traffic, stop signs, winding roads, the usual headache. But the flying car? Nope, it just goes straight there, as the crow flies, literally. So, the punchline? The flying car got there a full 10 minutes faster. Now just think about that. What would you do with an extra 10 or 20 or even 30 minutes every single day? This isn't just about getting to work quicker, it's about changing how we think about time itself.
All right, buckle up, because now we are taking a huge leap. We've talked about machines that help us and move us. But what about engineering life itself? We're talking about hacking the very code of biology.
Take a look at this number. 220 million. That's how many chickens are killed for food every single day. That number is just wow. And it's what a $200 million company called Upside Foods wants to change for good.
So how on earth do they do this?
Well, they've figured out how to grow actual chicken meat from just a few cells. They put these cells in something called a cultivator. Think of it like an artificial chicken's body. And they feed it all the nutrients it needs. And over time, it grows into real muscle tissue. It's real meat without ever needing a farm.
Okay, but the billion-dollar question, does it taste any good? Well, get this. In a blind taste test, a professional chef couldn't even tell the difference between the lab-grown chicken and the regular farm-raised kind. This could completely change everything about our food system.
Growing meat in a lab is already pretty mind-blowing. But what if you could use that same kind of science to bring a species back from extinction? That is the absolutely wild goal of a company called Colossal.
It sounds like something out of Jurassic Park, but it's real. They're using DNA they got from a 43,000-year-old mammoth tusk, and they think they can bring back the woolly mammoth within this decade. This isn't just a fantasy either. They've already brought back the dire wolf. Pretty crazy stuff.
Okay, for our final chapter, we are going as big as it gets. We're moving beyond fixing problems here on Earth to making sure humanity has a future by heading out to the stars.
Look, before we can ever really live on another planet, we have to figure out how to survive in a sealed box, right? Well, this is that box. It's a $500 million experiment, basically a practice run for a colony on Mars.
It's literally a tiny Earth sealed under glass.
It makes its own air, its own water. It's got 5 different environments inside, including a rainforest that actually makes its own rain. It can even grow all the food needed for the people inside.
Okay, so we've got a plan for how to live there. That's one thing. But we still have to, get there. And that's where this billion-dollar beast comes in, Starship. It's the rocket SpaceX built for one single gigantic reason, to make us a multiplanetary species.
And don't mistake this for some far-off fantasy. The plan isn't to build one of these, it's to build thousands of them. Each one fully reusable, each one capable of carrying 100 people at a time to Mars. It's an absolutely massive vision, and it's happening right now. And the engineering behind this thing is just insane. Take the heat shield. You can blast one side with a 2,000-degree blowtorch, that's hotter than lava, and the other side stays cool enough to touch. That's what it takes to get back to Earth safely.
It's so easy to scroll through social media and feel like the future is looking pretty bleak. But then you see this stuff. From giving someone back control of their world, to growing food out of thin air, to building spaceships to take us to another planet. What if this is what's actually coming? It's a reminder that the future might just be more amazing than we can even imagine.